The world is finally seeing the face and hearing the voice of the woman the system tried to bury under a redacted label for 2 decades. Marina Lacerda, the survivor known in federal indictments as Minor Victim 1, isn't just a number or a cold case file anymore. She is a living testament to the failure of our institutions and the absolute persistence of the human spirit. For years, we watched as the high society rot surrounding Jeffrey Epstein was shielded by non-prosecution agreements, secret settlements, and a legal wall built to protect the powerful at the expense of the vulnerable. But 2026 is proving to be the year where that wall finally crumbles because Marina Lacerda refused to stay in the shadows. She was the central witness whose testimony back in 2019 provided the backbone for federal prosecutors to finally move against Epstein. And now she is leading the charge to ensure every single name in those 5 million DOJ documents is brought into the light of day. We are talking about a woman who was targeted at 14 years old, groomed by a monster, and then spent her entire adult life fighting a legal system that seemed more interested in protecting billionaire bank accounts than child safety. It is a disgrace that it took a Transparency Act and a massive document dump to get even a fraction of the truth out. And even now, we see sloppily handled redactions and missing FBI files that suggest the cover-up is still breathing. Marina is out here speaking for every survivor who was told their story didn't matter or that the men involved were too big to fail. She is demanding accountability for the banks that processed the blood money, the politicians who looked the other way, and the associates who enabled this nightmare for decades. This isn't about partisan politics or picking sides. It is about the basic human right to justice and the reality that a criminal enterprise this large couldn't have survived without a massive network of complicity. We owe it to Marina and every other victim to keep the pressure on until every secret is exposed and every enabler faces the consequences of their actions. The era of silence is over, and the truth is coming for everyone involved. It is time to stop playing nice and look at the absolute wreckage being left behind by a system that has completely abandoned the people it was built to serve. We are watching a nightmare unfold where the Epstein files aren't just a collection of names. They are a roadmap of how deep the criminality goes, yet the people attacking humanity and other countries are the ones still sitting in the seats of power. These people are ignoring the Epstein survivors and doing whatever they wish because they believe they are untouchable, literally rewriting the laws of the world to suit their own agendas while they manipulate the truth right in our faces. It is sickening to watch the mockery coming from the top, where Donald Trump stands and laughs at the struggle of everyday people while he pockets our money and ignores the actual suffering happening on the ground. He is completely deranged, but let's be real. The rot doesn't stop with him because Congress and the Senate are just as unfit for the job. They are the ones who allowed this monster to attack civilians through manufactured hunger and a collapsing economy, using agencies like ICE to terrorize communities while they did absolutely nothing to step up and protect us. Instead of holding power accountable, they stand there and applaud the very person tearing the fabric of society apart. We have watched this corruption grow from backroom deals to open attacks on boats, the blatant acceptance of luxury gifts, and a leader who exists solely to enrich himself while the rest of us are struggling with illnesses we can't afford to treat. It is a slap in the face to every hardworking person when you can't afford a doctor or basic medication, yet the government continues to allow this greed to flourish without a second thought. We have to ask ourselves who the real enemy is, and the answer is staring us right in the face. It is the system itself. The system is designed to keep the powerful protected and the rest of us in a state of constant survival. These politicians aren't leaders. They are enablers who have sold out the public for a seat at the table of a predator. They have ignored the cries of survivors and the needs of the poor to ensure their own pockets stay lined with the wealth they've stripped from the working class. It is a bold-faced betrayal that they think we won't notice, but people are waking up to the fact that the laws are being used as weapons against us rather than shields. We see the manipulation, we see the theft, and we see the total lack of empathy for the human lives being destroyed by these policies. When the people in charge of the law are the ones breaking it, there is no justice to be found in their courts or their chambers. We are living through a period where the ego of one man and the cowardice of 1,000 others are being prioritized over the health, safety, and sanity of the entire world. They want us distracted and divided, but the reality is that the enemy isn't your neighbor. It is the structure that allows a billionaire to mock your pain while he takes your last dime. It is time to speak the truth without sugarcoating the reality of this failure, because the economy is being drained, our rights are being auctioned off, and the people we are told to trust are the ones leading the charge into the abyss. We deserve a world where survivors are heard and the corrupt are cast out, not a world where the monsters are celebrated by a spineless Congress. Hey, feel free to hit like so that I know that you are into this kind of content, and I can provide more for you if you stay till the end. Feel free to leave a comment. Please stay blessed. Thank you for your time. Love always, Maria DC Santiago.